Welcome to your editing lesson this week. Please write your name here or anywhere on the paper. This will go in the turn-in bin when you are done. Let's get started. Your objective for your editing lesson is you will edit the sentences using your CUP strategy. Remember, the acronym CUP stands for, the C stands for words that need to be capitalized. U, usage, match nouns to the verbs correctly. The P stands for punctuation. And the S stands for spelling, meaning we have to check these 4 things. That's it in every sentence that the question is asking us. We're only going to look at sentences 2, 3, and 5. When you edit, you only look at the sentences the question is asking, not the entire text. Now, all of these texts are related to animals. So this one's about hippos. Let's begin. Please do what I do. Pause and go along at your own pace. Sentence 2. Their bodies are too dense to float, so they actually push off the bottom of the river with their webbed toes and simply walk or gallop. We look at answer choice A, or possible edits. Change there to there, different spelling. This is a homophone word. They sound the same but are spelled differently. The word that's already here, T-H-E-I-R, but means ownership. Belongs to someone. T-H-E-R-E, here is in the word there, is talking about location. Now, we know that it's talking about more than one body, so the body belongs to them. So sorry, this spelling just won't do. So cross out A. B, bodies to bodies. The only difference here is the suffix, the last part of the word, Y-S to I-E-S. Now, whenever you have one body, you spell it like this, B-O-D-Y. Whenever you have more than one, plural, you have to drop the Y and add I-E-S. So for this one, this is the best edit. You always plug it in to double check. Their bodies are too dense to float. Now it's not C because this is a compound sentence. There's one complete sentence. Their bodies are too dense to float. You need the comma and the conjunction to connect the second complete sentence. They actually push off the bottom of the river with their webbed toes and simply walk or gallop. You do need the comma, so you can't delete it. And make no change, sorry, you do have to make a change. It's going to be B. The spelling of the word bodies, and check all words for spelling. Use dictionary if needed. Sentence 2, once again, looking at the second part of the sentence. Change webbed to webbed. Now, I want you to underline it. This is a strategy. You always plug it in. It's asking us to change it to W-E-B-B-E-D. Insert a comma after toes. Now here, it's thinking that just because you see the conjunction and the words following it should be another complete sentence. But simply walk or gallop is a phrase, not a complete sentence. The rule is to use the comma with the conjunction if the sentence is complete. But simply walk or gallop is not complete, so you don't need to insert a comma after toes. Then it's asking us to change the spelling of simply to simply. So underline it and plug it in. Please do what I do. You need to use the editing strategies and mark the sentence with me to get full credit, to make 100. Now, we would use our dictionary to check the spelling. Let's plug it in. Simply, walk or gallop, or simply? Sorry, simply. Bye. So now it's going to be, not this one. We do need to make a change. So it's webbed. The correct spelling is with 2 B's. Moving on to sentence 3. An adult hippo can hold its breath underwater for up to 30 minutes. Just reading that, you can already pinpoint what word doesn't fit in. A, change it is to its. Remember, whenever you have the apostrophe, you don't read it as the word its. you read it as the two separate words. It is. So it's maybe that one. So I would plug it in and plug in its instead of it is. Let's look at B. 4 to 4. C. Change 2 to 2. Both of these answer choices are dealing with homophone words, words that sound the same but are spelled differently. So let's plug it in. This is talking about the number 4, the one that we plugged in, the spelling, and T-O-O. Remember, T-O-O means also. It's not talking about the number 4. We're not talking about that. So cross out B. You cross it out. We're plugging them in. T-O, the spelling, T-O, is talking about a connecting word. T-O-O means also. So by, make no change. We do need to make a change. And that change is change it is to its. It should read like this. An adult hippo can hold its breath underwater, not it is breath. So it's A. Sentence 5. Staying out of the water too long can make them dehydrated. Now let's plug in our best edits. A. Staying to stayed. Underline it, plug it in. Now, stayed out of the water too long can make them dehydrated. It already happened in the past, so I get why you would want to change the suffix from ing to ed, but we need to cross this out. We need to keep the correct spelling and the correct use of the suffix. Staying out of the water. It's a warning. Staying out of the water too long can make them dehydrated. Let's look at B. Change 2 to 2. And C. Dehydrated to dehydration, the state of being dehydrated. This is telling us, the reader, that if you staying out of the water too long can make the hippos dehydrated, meaning a lack of water. Since it's already happened, you need to eliminate C. It doesn't make sense, and it's using the wrong suffix. We need ed, not ion. So by dehydration, it's either make no change for sentence 5 or change 2 to 2. Let's read it one more time. Staying out of the water too long can make them dehydrated. It's going to be B. Now, let's look at white rhinos. On this one, we're going to be looking at sentence 2, 4, 5, and 6. Let's get started. Change no to no. That's a homophone word. It sounds the same, but it's spelled differently. Let's look at the sentence first. Read it out loud. The critically endangered 41-year-old northern white rhino will no doubt be missed. So underline no, meaning like don't do something, to K-N-O-W. Now these are two different words with different spellings, but they sound the same. Then we have changed northern to northern, but this one's dealing with an uppercase N and then a little n, a lowercase n. So lowercase n to uppercase n. Now for this one, we're going to make this possible edit on sentence 2. Then we have changed doubt to doubt. This is a spelling answer choice. This is dealing with spelling, so let's plug in this spelling that they want us to plug in. Now let's start eliminating. It's not going to be make no change, but don't think just because I'm eliminating this one right now that you're never going to have one that says make no change. But for this one, we do have to make an edit. Now, northern white rhino. I need you to make sure that you eliminate this. You don't need to capitalize in northern white rhino right now. So please cross it out. No to know. If you spell it with a K, it's talking about remembering something, like knowledge. It's not dealing with that, so cross it out. Now, the word doubt, when you're not sure of something, is spelled with a B. They forgot the B. So it's a silent doubt. So you need to make sure that you select C, and this is a correct edit. That's a correct change. This is a spelling one. Please don't get the spelling ones wrong. Always use your dictionary. Sentence 4. There are now only 3 northern white rhinos left on the planet. Let's plug in answer choice A. There to there. Once again, a homophone word. We're trying to change the spelling. Underline it. And then plug it in. T-H-E-I-R. Now this one, there are now only 3 northern white rhinos left on the planet. It's not talking about ownership or something belonging to someone, so cross it out. It's not A. R to owl, once again, homophone words. They sound the same but spelled differently. But I need to plug it in. It's not talking about, this spelling doesn't fit in. There are, not our. Are, our. Are, our. So it's not our. By change planet to planet. Now, they're asking to capitalize the P in planet, and we know that's not the case. That's a common noun. Common nouns do not have to be capitalized. So planet, you stay put. You don't need the uppercase P. Now this one is something that I was talking about earlier. This one is written correctly. You're going to make no change on sentence 4. Now let's look at sentence 5. Northern white rhinos have been bringed to near extinction because of poachers in Africa. Poachers are people who hunt animals for profit. So northern white rhinos have been bringed to near extinction because of poachers in Africa. Notice how northern white rhinos is capitalized here because it's the start of a sentence. So answer choice A says change have to had. So let's do that. Northern white rhinos, let's plug it in. Had been bringed? No. So by had. Have, you stay put. We don't need had. We do need have. Change bringed to brought. Underline bringed. Above it, plug it in. Please do this to receive full credit. To brought. Now let's read it again. Northern white rhinos have been brought to near extinction because of poachers in Africa. That sounds correct. It's maybe this one. Change Africa to Africa. Oh, that's a big no-no. They're asking us to make the A in the continent Africa lowercase, but we know that's a proper noun. It's the name of a continent. Proper nouns are always capitalized. So this is asking for a little a. So by little a, that's not okay. And make no change by, we do need to make a change. It's change bringed to brought. We changed the suffix, the last ending of that word, the last part. Now the last one. Sentence 6. Most rhinos are poached for their horns. Let's change rhinos to rhinos. The only difference is the R is uppercase. This is lowercase. Poached to poached, but we're adding an extra H. So let's plug them in. Change there to there. Once again, homophone words, they sound the same, but they're spelled differently. So plug it in and make no change. Now eliminate make no change because on this one we do have to make an edit. Now we're going to make sure that the R in rhinos is going to be lowercase. We don't need to have it uppercase. So it's not A. Poached, this is the correct spelling. We don't need to add an extra H, so we cross it out. So it's not B. Change there to there. It's going to be this one. Now it's talking about the horns belonging to the rhinos, so it needs this spelling. T-H-E-I-R deals with ownership. The word own is in the word ownership, meaning it belongs to someone. Make this little note, and you are done. You have correctly edited the two texts. And these two texts are nonfiction. They're dealing with animals, so it's based on something real. And you were successfully able to use your editing strategies. Please make sure that you have all of these editing strategies markings on your sentences. And please turn this in to the turn-in bin. At this time, don't forget your name. Congratulations, you were able to edit with me.